Hello, good evening. I have the great honor and the privilege of introducing Yehuda Carrasco. We are here in Madrid. It's Motzei Shabbos, Sukkot. Had a wonderful Chag here in Madrid, and in Shul here in Madrid. It was such. I must tell you, it was incredible to meet you, Yehuda, and to hear that you're originally from Toledo. So we're gaining, and I'm sure our listeners will be very interested to hear your story. We look forward to it, and I thank you for the time and for the privilege to be able to interview you this evening. So Yehuda, really, I must just mention, when you told me that you came from Toledo, my wife and I were in Toledo 2 days before the Chag, before Sukkot. It is a very special city. I think outside Yerushalayim, it's steeped in tremendous Jewish history, in general Spanish history. It was the capital of Spain. Can you tell me and our listeners out there just a little bit about yourself?
Okay, I born in Toledo. Toledo is called the small Jerusalem because it's very similar. The structure is, it's the mountains, it's the river around.
And it had a walled city.
Exactly. But, I live mainly in Madrid because my parents came here to work. That means Toledo is a pity because there are no Jewish community in the city. But it's beautiful, wonderful city.
And Yehuda, where were you born?
You born in Toledo.
You were born in Toledo.
But I live in Madrid for many years because my father's came here. No? My history in Spain is curious because there are many Nesamot Jews.
Neshamot, for our listeners out there, are many souls.
Yes, but the thing is that they have like pipa, they can say the real things, no? And it's a pity because it's a big contradiction. There are many people love Jews, Israel, etc., but the political things, the history is against. But the culture is basically, there are many cultures from Jews. Many of the our Chachamins, came from Spain.
Many of the great Rabbonim, the great rabbis.
Maimonides, Nahaman,
Yehuda Levi, they were tremendous. Ibn Ezra, a lot of the...
There's been the big link between Jerusalem and Spain.
And Yehuda, can I ask, were you born Jewish?
No, I am converted.
So what growing up in Toledo, did you have Jewish friends, or what made you interested in Judaism?
Well, it's something that is internal, it's like the pressure that you feel, that automatically is go in one direction. It's like, I don't know how to find your house, no? Something like that, no? I started with many years ago with Ramos Evendan, is the chief Rav in Madrid.
How old were you when you went on this journey, this incredible journey? How old were you?
What do you say?
How old were you when you decided you wanted to be interested in Judaism?
It's very familiar. It's a big decision. The thing is a big change in the life because you change the world, you change the families, you change everything. But at the end, I always said this is the best thing that I did in my life. And now it's other families.
So Yehuda, can I just ask, when you grew up in Toledo, did you have Jewish friends?
Well, in Toledo, yeah, I remain only some families, but no friends.
But when you were growing up, when you were a small child,
Yes, with a small one, but there's no people now there. Many people going to other cities.
So, what was it that made you interested in Judaism? How did you know about Judaism? Did you learn it in school, or did you have family?
No, because the school was Christian more. It's typical in Spain, no? That was something internal that you notice that you need to follow. Is something. It's difficult to understand, but it's something internally that you. I don't know how to explain. It's difficult to explain the real feeling, no? That is, you can't avoid anything, no? It's just follow.
And roughly, how old were you when you first decided to be interested in Judaism? Were you a teenager or?
No, I contact with the community in Madrid, to start to know more things about the Jews and the history and mainly the mystical things, no? But this is the most important, no? And it's very easy that, it's like your family. you find very well, and sometimes it's difficult because in Spain, mainly in Madrid, it's very difficult to follow the life, no? Because it's a way to life. No?
It's a whole different way of life.
Yes.
And how did your family react when your parents? How did your parents react?
Well, initially they refused, but after they respect.
They respect.
Because they refuse. Because in Spain there are many years, every medias, in school, and everywhere is you receive input against the Jews, no?
You feel it.
Yeah. That means it's normal in the family, in Christian family, to remain this. And it's difficult when somebody said, "What? Stop. My life is other." No? The meetings in families, the lunch is difficult, no? Sometimes.
And Yehuda, can I just ask? They say that in Spain, you were mentioning in the beginning that there's a lot of neshamas, They say that at least 20% of all Spaniards have a Jewish blood or Jewish connection.
I can't believe that. The thing is the dad of this, because you have many things, olives, that many products, many in the life around. This is our life.
Yeah.
But the people has is in the room without light, and sometimes just to make a small light, and this automatically you can see everything. Because in Spain is few percentage, few people is support Israel, Jews, love, etc. But the majority is the opposite.
The majority is the opposite.
Yeah.
Wow. And you have a lot of non-Jewish friends that have accepted, and your family now accepts?
Well, yes. Sometimes, it's difficult, but okay. Yeah.
I'll just mention what you said about the light. It's very interesting. The Lubavitcher Rebbe, Menachem Schneerson, Zichron Bracha, he once told the Prime Minister, he was the ambassador, it's Prime Minister Netanyahu, when he spoke at the United Nations, that he can give the message that if you light a little bit of light, even in a place of darkness, that light can penetrate, and the light of the truth can emit, and it can penetrate even the darkest of places.
Yes, it's true. The thing is, in Spain, the community mainly is in Madrid, is around 4,000 Jews, more or less. This is small ones, but you can see in everything the lunch. The typical lunch in Madrid is cocido, and cocido is the hada fina, came from Morocco, but they put another.
Oh, I see.
But they don't know. really.
So it's a lot of a tradition that they don't even know.
There are many things that you can discover, but it is that. The problem is they have
They don't want to see.
clipa
So,
you can see.
and how was the Jewish community or the Rabbanut here when you mentioned that you were interested in converting? Were they very supportive?
Yes, exactly. Yes, the Ramo 7 Dan is for me is my rab, but it's my friends because they support in everything.
And you were very
Some
accepted.
mentality.
You were
Yes,
very accepted
yes,
into.
yes.
I can see. It's a very special
Yes, yes,
community.
Yes, it's small ones, but it's like the family.
It's a family. You could see today,
Yeah.
not only the service but the meal, and
Yeah,
everybody feels included in a family, and it's very special here in Madrid,
Yeah.
in Spain. It's very
Many people came from Morocco.
yeah.
It is a community that when they in 1492 they go to Morocco, no? But I'm very happy here. Well, I know very people from Spain that they make Aliyah
They came to Israel.
to Israel and they are living now there, Jerusalem.
And you have no regrets about your path, your journey to Judaism and becoming religious? You're very happy with your decision?
Yes, I always say that it's the main or the best decision I make in my life.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. Because, it changed the life.
It does.
Everything in the life changed.
Yeah.
Family, the relation with the family, the job. I worked initially in the top in some English companies, BP or Intercommercial. They are in the stock market in London. You change already, and I said, what? These other things, no?
Wow.
The French, it's a big change in the life, but I'm really very happy with that. I repeat the same, it's the best thing that you do in my life. It's unbelievable. I am very happy.
And you feel very connected to...
Yes.
Do you think, Yehuda, in your family that originally they could have been once Jewish, or that you have a Jewish connection in the family?
Well, historical maybe, but I don't know the historical because there are many. It's difficult for many years and to follow the.
Yeah,
But maybe.
it's very possible.
It's possible.
Wow, what a fascinating, and it's what you've done in your journey, and a sacrifice. It has been. I mean, you really have sacrificed to get to the situation,
Well,
to get to this place in your life.
Is one vision. The other vision is I change one thing for the real things.
Yeah.
That is,
For the emet, you
Yeah.
feel it's for the emet.
Exactly. That is it's the vision that people say. Why you leave the job, this a lot of money, the family. I said, and I said, well, this is the best option, no? For me, I'm very happy now.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, it's our blessing that you must have all of Hashem's blessings.
Yeah.
Brocha Bezrat Hashem, please God, and that you'll come to Israel, and we in Jerusalem. You have my contact details. It would be wonderful to host you in our home in Beit Vegan in Yerushalayim. And I just want, on behalf of my wife and I, just to thank you and to really thank the community.
Yeah.
We felt very at home here in Madrid. It's very special. The shul and the community have been amazing.
Yeah, just one mention. We are from Israel. We now stay outside, but
Yeah.
the support is for Israel in everything.
In everything.
You know.
We could see even in the sukkah there were Israeli flags.
Yeah,
The
of
tablecloth
course.
was Israel. It's and the for Tzva Haganah Israel and for Medinat Israel. It's a very Zionistic, it's very closely connected. And what was also very nice to see in the shul, they have a 24-hour video of the Kotel,
Yeah.
which is it's beautiful to see. So you can
Yes,
see the
permanent.
community is very connected to Israel.
Really.
Very.
And then it's our land. It's, you know.
Well, please God, you'll come home. You'll come home to Israel. And it's been such a great honor and a privilege to speak to you and to meet
Thank
you.
you very much.
And we just wish you all the very best. A Shavua Tov and a good Moed and just Mazel and Brocha.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay.